Hello and welcome to Bellalina Boutique. Today I'm going to show you how I took some Dollar Tree placemats and turned them into boutique fabulous. Let's get started with this sweet little black and white buffalo check placemat from the Dollar Tree. This will be perfect for my farmhouse style Thanksgiving tablescape. I got these stencils on Amazon for Thanksgiving and they have a variety of different words to choose from. I'll be choosing the word blessed. And I'll be using strips of this old drapery lining fabric for the ruffle. It's perfect because you can cut it and it doesn't fray. It's 28 inches long by 5 inches wide, and the placemat is 12 inches wide. All I'm going to do is a running stitch, and that's just simply making a knot in the end of your thread and going in and out, all the way down the length of your fabric. And I give it about, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And it doesn't even have to be perfect because once it's all gathered together and ruffled, you do not see any of the mistakes. It's a real easy project. And you just pull the thread as you go, and you can see how easily it gathers. At the end, you'll see me just kind of play with it, fuss with it a little bit, and make sure that all the gathers will go together in the right places and that I have the right length or width, if you will, to go across the bottom of the placemat. Once that's established, I just go ahead and tie off the end and make a little knot. And then I'm going to fuss with it, like I said, just a little bit to make sure that the ruffles are right where I want them. I'm going to cut off the excess, and I'm going to go ahead and just simply hot glue the ruffle right onto the bottom. And I'm going to put it about an inch up just on the top of that line where the buffalo check is. I'm using that as my guide. So I'm putting it right there. I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it on. Easy peasy so far, right? And you just want to make sure that you're pressing the fabric right down into that bead of hot glue. Make it a nice size bead. Don't be skimpy with it. And just press that ruffle right in to that bead of glue so that there's a great connection between the two fabrics. Once that's done, you have your first row of ruffle. Now, using those same grid lines on the pattern, I'm going to go up a couple squares to place the second ruffle, which is approximately 12 inches from the top. And here we go again. Repeat. We're going to do the same thing, and through the magic of video editing, voila. We simply tie it off at the end with a knot. Place the fabric down on the placemat, right on that line to give us a little guide. And we hot glue it onto the placemat once we cut off the excess fabric. And I absolutely love the double ruffle, don't you? So fancy. And you could leave it just like this without doing any stenciling at all. But I'll be using 2 stencils with this because I want to use the leafy wreath that has a different word in the middle, and I want to use the word blessed from another one of the stencils. So I'm going to kind of combine the two. You can do that, you don't, just because a stencil has one word in the center doesn't mean you have to use it. You can use it in bits and pieces, and I like to mix and match my stencils. That way I get more use out of them. Here I'm going in with a little Fusion Mineral Paint, and it is in the casement white. It stands out nice and bright against the buffalo check. And I like to use the pouncing method in the stenciling so that I don't get any bleeding underneath. Once I'm done with that stencil, I'll take it to my laundry room and hit it with some awesome spray I get from the Dollar Tree and scrub it down. and it will be ready to go for the next time. Now I'm going ahead and I'm adding the word blessed in the center of that wreath with the same Fusion Mineral Paint Encasement White. And once that's done, I absolutely love the way this turned out. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love that. It has a very shabby chic farmhouse vibe, which is what I love. And once it's dried, you can go over it with a hot iron and parchment paper to seal it in so it can be washed. You don't have to have the dollar. If you don't have a Dollar Tree, you can go to Hobby Lobby. You can go to any Walmart sells placemats, right? And get yourself a placemat. Make this. It doesn't even have to be buffalo check. It can be anything, any color that suits your decor. And make yourself a couple. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll give it a try. And I hope that you will show me if you give it a try, because that would be fun to see all of the different things you guys and combinations you guys come up with. And yes, and you appreciate it more. You do when you come up with things that are that you, because you don't have very much, you do learn to appreciate the things that you make. When I had my first home, we didn't have any money. We were young kids, I was 20 years old when I got married. So we didn't have any money. And I had to make do, and I learned how to craft. And that was the beginning of my crafting. And some of my stuff didn't turn out so good. Let me just tell you, some of it didn't turn out really well at all. But I kept trying. That's the thing. I think that's the key is, you just keep trying. If at first you don't succeed thing, and so I kept trying, and here I am. Anyways, okay, guys, have a great rest of your night. Love you. Bye.